This is Dr. Andrew Jones. In this edition of Veterinary Secrets, I'm going to discuss how the euthanasia drug, pentobarbital, got into Avengers dog food, killing one dog. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. Today's video is a little bit more serious one. Many of you may or may not have read stories about the euthanasia drug. It's called sodium pentobarbital, which was found in a brand of dog food called Avengers chunks of beef, and you can see it pictured up there just above me. And what happened is that this lady who owns 4 dogs had opened up this fresh cans of food, fed all this food to her 4 dogs. This was early in the year, but just after Christmas, sort of January 3rd. And within 15 minutes, they were all weak and wobbly and staggering. Rushed them into the veterinarian. Unfortunately, one of them died. 3 of them did recover. One of them, though, now has seizures. So I'm now at my former clinic, the Nelson Animal Hospital, and I'm here because I want to show you what euthanol is, what it looks like, and once again have you question, why should this ever be in pet food? So here it is here, the brand name euthanazole, call it euthanol. The actual name of the drug is sodium pentobarbital. It comes as more of a clear liquid, and in most clinics they'll put some type of dye in it, so it's really clear that what you're giving. And it's an old anesthetic that's given in much more concentrated form. So you're looking at a dose of 1 or 2 mils per 10 pounds is enough to euthanize a small animal, and dosed accordingly. So it's very concentrated. The other big issue with this medication is it stays within an animal's body that's been euthanized. So as you can imagine, and to know if there's a drug that's that powerful and that strong, that's got residual effect, it doesn't go away, and how in any name or in any way should this be allowed to be in pet food? It makes 0 sense. So how did this euthanasia drug, pentobarbital, ever get into this high quality dog food, Avengers dog food? It's 100% pure beef is what we're told, and what the company says. But obviously they source their meat from a supplier who obviously gets it from other people claiming, yes, this is 100% safe beef. A big issue, we would never imagine a cow being euthanized, so it really seems unclear, how does this happen? Following up with news reports, one of the suggestions, there was ethanol put into a cow, so a cow was euthanized. Also, 2, they were actually finding trace amounts of DNA, horse DNA, so suggesting perhaps it was not 100% pure beef, which is, once again, really concerning to me as a veterinarian. It should be really concerning to you as a pet owner in terms of questioning just how safe is our pet's food. So looking deeper into this issue and into this big question, Susan Thixton on her website, a wonderful website called The Truth About Pet Food, remarks on a 2002 FDA report in which they analyze 90 different types of dog food, and of those, nearly 50% contain trace amounts of pentobarbital. So obviously there's an issue there, and a huge issue here. Yes, that was a number of years ago. We're looking at 14, 15 years ago, but it still really makes me wonder. I mean, just how safe are our pets' foods? The FDA says that it's illegal to have adulterated products in our pet food. Obviously, an adulterated product would include pentobarbital. Yet, in the same time, they're actually giving guidance to the pet food manufacturers, saying that specifically for canned food, they're not in violation of federal law if they include animals that have died otherwise than by slaughter. So dead, diseased animals can be included in canned food, and they won't be prosecuted. So you can really see there then how an animal that potentially has been euthanized with this drug euthanol could actually make its way into our pet's food. And I mean, how that is allowed, I don't know. How that can be okay, I don't know. And how there can be this clear violation of federal laws. I don't know. Obviously, it's not right. So I'm now in the parking lot of our lone mall. I'm going to hop over into the main retailer, go into the pet store food aisle. We're just gonna scan what's there, and I'm gonna pick about 3 of the brands, pick those foods up, and see if I can get those tested for euthanol or sodium pentobarbital. And that's the said store that I'm going to head into. It starts with a W, ends with a T. To check out their pet food aisle, see what may or may not be in some of that pet food. So we are now in the pet food aisle. As you can see, there's a huge number of choices. And the main reason I'm doing this video is obviously the story on 1 dog dying, 3 dogs being affected by euthanol being in their pet's food, which was enough to actually unfortunately kill one of the dogs. This had me researching this topic, seeing that the FDA actually analyzed a number of different foods at the request of Sooth and Thickston, the Truth About Pet Foods. And in it, of the foods tested, they found nearly 50% of those foods contain trace amounts of sodium pentobarbital or euthanol, which has had me wondering, I mean, is it still in pet food today? That was about 10 years ago. So what I want to do is just go down this aisle, pick 3 or 4 of the foods, have those sent off, and get some test results back and do an additional follow-up video. Thank you for watching this edition of Veterinary Secrets. If you've yet to do so, I encourage you to subscribe, click down there to like this video, and then lastly, I want you to go ahead and click that link in the box below. I can send you my free books and videos on how to heal your pets at home with my top natural remedies.